today's sponsor we got on here is, well, it's an old sponsor but a new sponsor, if I can say both those together, because it's true.
Yeah.
What? I'm doing a sponsor. An old sponsor, new sponsor. It's Birdman, but now it's Dr. Birdman. Dr. Birdman, he's out front here about every 2-3 months, pulls up around here. And everybody knows all the birds you get from Birdman, but he told me his words himself. It's been a long haul, Jackie. That's what he told me, but I finally got my medical degree. I am a doctor, and he can do routine checkups out there. So you come look at a bird, you got the injury, something not feeling right, and just general checkups. He just does routine checkups. Come on out there, see Dr. Birdman, and he'll set you straight.
I have a few questions.
What?
He's a doctor now?
He said it's been a long haul. He finally got his medical degree, something he's been working on, I guess, most of, his adult life. And he got his doctorate. So, yes, he can do routine. It's about the same as a walk-in clinic, he says. Just come on down there, and he can prescribe whatever you need, and he can take a look at you and make sure you're all right. And, while you're down there, get your bird, too, if that's what you're in for.
If you're sick, why would you want to be around a bird?
Why wouldn't you want to be around the bird? Now, you
disease.
could go to a regular doctor, just sit there and look at the walls. You just sit there, and there ain't ever no good magazines there to look at. You're just going to sit there and do nothing, look at other people sick. Or you can be outside, sunshine, look at a bird, and Dr. Birdman fix her right up.
Birds are full of disease and filth, and feathers get in your lungs.
If you ain't, these are birds bought and sold. These birds are all checked out. He's a doctor. He done checked out all the damn birds. He knew how to do that anyway. And now he's a people doctor.
He's a bird doctor and a people doctor?
Well, he knows enough about birds. I don't know if he has any official, but he can look at a bird and know whether it's sick or not.
If I'm sick, I need to go to the doctor. I will call and make an appointment, or go to the walk-in clinic and show up.
Well, that's your prerogative. You go on and do it.
You don't even know when you have to be. It has to be a coincidence that you're sick at the same time as Birdman rolls through town when he's done evading the federal authorities.
He ain't evading no authorities.
For stealing and illegal sale and capture of birds.
That's fine. You go on do what Obamacare tells you to do. That's right. Do whatever Obama wants you to do. See the doctor that he tells you to see. Or you can take on your own health. It's your own prerogative. See what you want to do, how you want to do it. You go see Birdman.
Look, just because
Dr. Birdman, excuse me.
Just because you hate Obamacare does not mean that you have to kill yourself by going to see Dr. Birdman.
Obamacare is why Dr. Birdman went into his field. We had talked about it when he said, I got to do something about this, Jackie. People going to get it. It was a lifetime goal as soon as Obamacare went into effect that Birdman got his degree and says, somebody needs to stand for the people out there.
So if I go to him sick, even though he hates Obamacare,
yeah.
Which is admirable, props to Dr. Birdman.
Well, yeah.
But if I go to Dr. Birdman and I'm sick, he can fix me up. He can. If I break my leg.
If it's something serious or something, you need to see a specialist. He'll send you where you need to go. He'll tell you what you need is, ears, eyes, nose, and throat, whatever it is you're this ailing you. If he can't take care of it right there, he'll send you where you need to go.
So why don't I just go to that doctor first?
At your second opinion. So, Dr. Birdman,
you sit in a waiting room. That's what you do. That's why you go.
If that's what you want to do, go sit in the
I don't want to
waiting
sit
room.
in a hot parking lot.
Read
sick.
Whatever. Obama magazines are laying around.
Fumes.
Do what Obama says. That's fine. Yeah. You go to the walk-in clinic. You go into whatever doctor it says back on your insurance, your Obama insurance, or Obamacare. You just go see them. That's fine.
if my choice is Obamacare versus Dr. Birdman, I mean, how am I supposed to make that decision?
Well,
I just pray I stay healthy.
well, I hope everybody stays healthy, but you know where it ain't gonna be the case.
Yeah, we
Everybody
all gonna die.
Yeah.
We all gonna die.
Yeah.
I just hope the last thing I see ain't Dr. Birdman looking down at me.
Well,
He's
it may be the only choice you got.
fat, stubby fingers covered with bird shit.
He's
They
a-
open up and say,
He's a clean man.
choppers overhead from
All right, enough. I did my sponsor. You go on, do whatever you gonna do. Shut the hell up. I ain't. Don't need to run down every sponsor I got. Something personal happened between you and Dr. Birdman. I don't know what it is.
I'm not even going to call
run
him
it
Dr.
down
Birdman. He's obviously not a real doctor, just like he is not a licensed seller of birds.
All right, fine. Yeah, he got.
just Birdman
I saw
to me.
his diploma. He
From
got
where?
a medical diploma. I don't know, on a computer or something. He can give routine checkups. That's what he can do. He ain't gonna give you brain surgery outside by the damn road, but he's a doctor and can take certain care of, he can diagnose you and prescribe certain pills or medicine, whatever it is you need.
I just feel like this would be a crazy person with feathers in his hair giving me his opinion of what's wrong with me.
Hell.
And I can get that several other places.
Fine. Go in. Go wherever Obama wants you to.
So that's Dr. Birdman.
Yeah?
And it's funny that Birdman has
Doctor Birdman.
found a sideline.
Yeah.
Because my sponsor today is also being sort of in a searching phase in her life, and she's come up with something new. Jackie, I think you'll be proud to hear this. It's I'm talking about TT Slot.
Oh, ain't no prostitute gonna be sponsor on here.
Well, she is a prostitute,
Oh, hell.
but I am not. That is not what we are advertising.
I ain't advertising nothing to do with nothing, no prostitute. That ain't no way to live. I ain't supporting it or condoning that kind of behavior at all. No.
You remember when she started up her daycare center, and that didn't go so well, and she kind of fell back into the prostitution thing.
All right.
Now she is. She says, I have a new idea for a new business.
I don't want to know no ideas from no prostitute. If that's how she wants to live her life, I don't want to have nothing to do with her. I don't want to hear about it. No, there ain't no sponsor on here.
She's been watching a lot of TED Talks on entrepreneurism.
Huh.
And she says, you know what? I'm not going to jump into this whole hog. I'm not going to just both feet it. I'm going to say, incrementally try this out.
All right, enough.
She bought one of them big juicers,
Huh.
one of them big industrial juicers, and she's been digging through the trash and finding them barrel juice bottles and scrubbing them out.
What?
You know the little barrel juice you get?
What the hell are you talking about?
Slot juice, Jackie. It's TT slot juice.
I don't even know what to say about that. I ain't got no opinion. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to say it.
The more slot juice she sells, the faster she can get out of prostitution.
Quit saying that.
Prostitution or slot juice?
Both of them.
It's been a hot summer, and everybody I know is parched.
What?
They are just dreaming of something cold
All right.
oozing down their throat. And I tell you what, you get you a big old glass of this slot juice on a hot
I don't want to
summer
hear
day.
slot juice. I don't want to hear it.
It's so good, Jackie. I don't know what she puts in it. It's healthy as hell.
I ain't gonna drink nothing no prostitute hands me.
Why you got against prostitutes handing you
I
juice?
got everything against it. They ought to be doing something better with their lives than that.
I had everything against them
Oh,
too.
hell.
But this slot juice, Jackie, is
Enough. I don't want to hear those words.
it's just like a gushing
All right.
feeling of satisfaction. You know how you thirsty and you're like, what would satisfy me on this hot summer day? I'll tell you the answer. You may not even know me, but I'll tell you, slot juice.
All right.
Get you a big cup of slot juice.
Enough.
I hope that this business goes on and that she has turned on the spigot of slot juice and it just runs out forever and ever. We can just get our mouths around some of that.
Enough. No.
Why you got against second chances? What do you got against giving somebody a shot?
She's picking the wrong damn things to try to do.
So Birdman, who goes around stealing.
You're the one saying these things. He ain't ever done none of that. He ain't no thief. He ain't got a dishonest bone in his body.
Drives around a flatbed truck full of puffins and damn exotic birds.
That's
and
his business. That's his business.
And he said, we don't know where they come from. We don't know who he's paying money to. We don't know who's skimming a little off the top. Could it be Mexican drug cartels?
Why are you bringing all that into it? They got nothing to do with it.
But he's cool.
Well, you know damn well what kind of people Tay Slot's dealing with. You sitting there making all these accusations.
Everybody in the world.
Well, then there's Mexican drug people with Tay Slot and everything else.
All that money goes to Tay herself.
Right.
She is her own boss now.
Enough.
She ain't got no Randy the Pimp and all the other boys around here took a turn
know
paying her
none
pimp.
of them. I know.
She's her own pimp.
Enough.
She's taking charge of her life, Jackie, and she's trying to get into the slot juice business.
I'll quit saying that.
So that's TT Slot Juice.
All right, that ain't no sponsor on here. Dr. Birdman, that's a sponsor.
Jackie, you know I stocked a bunch of this slot juice in the cooler here.
I don't want get it out of here. Get it out.
And she said, it's cheap and it's healthy and it's back here in the cooler. If you want some, I'll pull the aluminum tab off. I don't want to look at
it. I don't want it near me. Get it away.
It's in a plastic miniature barrel.
I don't care what it's in. I don't want it.
What could possibly get out of there and on you if you don't tip it up and pour it down your gullet?
Shut the hell up.
Slot juice.
Enough.
Slot juice.
Enough.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
I asked Jackie Bros.
And I'm Dunlap, and folks, this country has been through some rough times lately.
Well, yeah.
Racial rough times.
Well,
we are having a conversation about race, or are we?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, folks, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this episode because we've got a special segment on here. Inspired by Bill O'Reilly, who spoke to black people.
Hey, he's trying to reach out, do best he can.
We have a special segment on this show called Jackie Talks to Black People.
Well, I just figure everybody else is trying to put the best foot forward in this situation that this country's going through, and I don't know if I got good ideas or bad ideas, but I just won't talk to. Just won't get it out there.
Sounds explosive.
Well, why you mean explosive?
You are a brave man, Jackie.
Oh.
You're going to want to stick around for this one, folks. Jackie's going to rip the Band-Aid off.
Well, I know it ain't ripping. I ain't trying to make things worse than they are. Just trying to.
A brave man.
Just reach out there and just see.
Saying what needs to be said.
I put a lot of thought into this, and it's something I just feel like I need to do. And this time I'm still alive. Good Lord must have put me in the world while all this mess is going on.
Could have been the devil.
For a reason. Oh, the devil didn't put me nowhere.
Maybe Jesus was like, devil, why don't you put one
up
there?
Oh, hell.
The devil said, I put Jackie
Devil
Bowles.
ain't got nothing to do with me. You watch your damn mouth. Devil ain't got nothing to do with me.
So it's Jackie Talks to Black People.
Well, it's something
you're going to want to stick around. That's coming up at the end of the podcast.
That's something I feel compelled I need to do. It's something I need to do. Everybody on TV got a opinion.
Everybody's talking to black people.
Well, yeah.
So why not Jackie?
Yeah.
Jackie, brave, and wise.
Well, I ain't saying all that. You saying that,
Everybody needs to listen to this, but especially black people.
well, that's who I'm talking to.
I mean, white people can listen, but they're just kind of eavesdropping.
Well, if you listen to it, and if you black people probably don't, I'll just say it right now, probably don't listen to this.
No.
So, there may be a few. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's-
but if you white and
Hey.
listen to it, just take that information
And
tell
you
it
talk to a
to
black
the
person.
first black person. You can tell it's from
Right.
me if
yeah,
you don't.
my friend Jackie told me to tell
Yeah.
you this.
Right.
Like, a lot of people are telling black people what Bill O'Reilly said these days.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of people out there saying that. Yeah.
They just wrote it down, I guess, or got a transcript. I don't know if you can order a transcript like you used to could off of Donahue.
Can you do that on? I ain't never seen that on O'Reilly. Do that.
I'll bet if you could, this episode would be like the most ordered.
It'd be the one. Yeah.
He was brave, Jackie. He was so brave talking to black people with no
Yeah.
black people around. I could almost imagine him actually talking to black people.
As if he went out there in the streets to meet people out
He is
on common ground. It just,
Almost that brave.
well, he knows he's going to get it out to a lot more people from where he's at. He
Right,
can't,
safe
he
in
can't
the
go out there
studio,
and talk
yeah.
to every black person.
No, in the
individually.
streets. No.
he
You
can't.
could do a lot more with the studio and cameras and guards.
So if you want to get a message to black people, Fox News is as good a way to do it as any.
Where else would you?
I know.
It's like a beacon. It's
I don't know.
like a homing beacon. If you want to talk to black people, Hannity, O'Reilly. And it's not that we're not saying black people are going to watch those shows, but it'll eventually get out. And it'll be like, did you hear what that is?
That's what I'm hoping is going to happen with this podcast. If black people per se aren't listening, you take a message to them.
Maybe there'll be a remix.
What?
Now, I know Bill O'Reilly talks to actual black people.
Sure.
Juan Williams. And
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess that's talking to black. He
Yes, that guy from
talking to-
NAACP comes on there. I seen them two talking. That's
talking to black people the way the Harlem Globetrotters are actually playing basketball with the Washington Senators. I don't think it's the same thing.
Well,
Juan Williams, how much money do you think the Washington Senators got paid to play against the Harlem Globetrotters?
I do not know.
I hope Juan Williams is making at least that much money.
Yeah, well.
So I know he talks to black people as NAA. You know, they have a good time on there, just cutting through the nonsense, ripping off the Band-Aid and being brave.
Well,
And it's not just Bill O'Reilly talking to black
all
people.
sorts of people talking.
Some black people are talking to black people.
Old Don Lemon.
Don Lemon on CNN, he come out and said, pull your pants up.
He said Bill O'Reilly ain't doing enough. I'm here to fill in the gaps.
I don't remember. Did Bill O'Reilly mention pants?
I can't remember everything he said.
It wasn't
He wasn't
for-
talking to me.
No, it wasn't for us.
It wasn't. I mean, I kind of listened to some
I
of it.
tuned
but
in and it was like,
I
okay.
didn't memorize it like other people supposed to. It wasn't for me.
No, it was.
So I don't
like-
know about the pants. Pants personally ain't an issue that I have in my life, so I just kind of.
All right, so you heard that, folks. You can listen coming up at the end of the podcast. Jackie talks to black people. He may or may not mention pants.
When it's time to talk to black people, I'll talk to black people. Don't
Can black
don't-
people listen to this part? Or should they just wait till the end?
That's up to them. I ain't gonna tell black people what to do until I talk to them.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's when. Okay. So, if y'all want to, right now, this part.
I'll say this much: if you white and you want to relay this message to black people, don't worry about this part here.
No.
Wait till later when it's time
We'll have a signal or a chime.
Oh, you'll know when it's ready. I'm going to talk to black people. It's a new thing, new segment. If it goes over well, I may, and I don't know this for sure, but I'm just saying if it goes over well and everybody, I may continue to talk to black people.
Really?
I'm just saying, if they want to hear it,
You're going beyond what O'Reilly. Because O'Reilly I know it was like he was talking to black people, but it was more like he just had something he had to get off his chest
Well, yeah.
to black people.
Well, a lot of people going through a lot of things, with the state of the world it is now, the state of this country. People got something to say, and I reckon I do too.
So that's Jackie Talks to Black People.
Yeah.
Coming up at the end of this podcast.
Yeah. If you're black, you're welcome to keep listening.
We would never say
No.
This part is for black people. This part is for white people.
No, I ain't got
that's
time.
done.
Well, everybody does that, yeah.
What? That's segregation. I'm saying.
No, I'm saying.
That's over.
I thought you were saying everybody said, don't nobody say this is for this and this is for that. Nobody brings that up unless you're Bill O'Reilly, Don Lemon, or I guess now me, yeah.
That's Jackie Talks to Black People.
Yeah.
Coming up later in this podcast.
Right. But you welcome.
Keep listening if you want to.
If you want, but again,
I don't know what you're going to find.
White people don't have to tell nobody this part.
I don't know really what we have of interest to anybody, no matter what their color is.
Well, that's true, too. I'm just saying what's going on in the world today, somebody's got to say something, and there have been a few people who have, and I got something to say, too.
You going to get all that Tim Allen?
Well, Tim Allen said, is he Toy Story or Cars?
Toy Story.
Oh. Well, yeah, he said he should be able to say the N-words, what he said.
Really?
Something like that.
Like comedians should be able to say it.
Yeah.
But he was talking about himself?
He's
weird.
a comedian, ain't he?
I don't know. I don't know.
TV star. He was a comedian one time, wasn't he?
I guess. Did he say, was that his act? I thought he talked about tools and cocaine and stuff.
I don't know.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time ago.
Maybe he forgot what you do in a comedy act.
Maybe he was asking a question. Do y'all still use the N-word?
Yeah, maybe he was trying to figure out where he stood.
I'm not sure how it works.
Somebody remind me what's cool and what's not.
Well, old Kramer did it, and did nobody like it?
No, it seems like you'd remember that. That was fairly recent. Compared to Toe Time.
Kramer got up there and it did nobody take to that. It didn't do him any good doing that. Did nobody enjoy it?
No, nobody had a good time with that performance. No. But maybe it was supposed to be art.
It wasn't funny. See, comedians ought not be doing art, regardless what to say. If it ain't funny, you probably ought not do it.
Shit, what if Tim Allen wants to make some art?
Oh, hell.
Can you imagine?
No.
Good God. Maybe you should talk to Tim Allen after you get done talking to him.
Well, that may be something we do, too. I don't know. He may need talking to.
You just happy that he's not messing up any Cars sequels?
Toy Story, if he goes out there and says the N-word, this and that, he ain't going to be in Toy Story no more, but I care less about that. I can't remember.
You like Cars.
I like Cars. That's old Larry Cable Guy. Lord knows he'd never say the N-word. Never would think about it.
These are strange times we're living in.
I can't get my head around it, and I'm hoping black people can help me.
Well, they're not talking to you.
Well, no, not right away.
Black people talk to Jackie is a whole other segment.
Listen, black people are more than welcome to talk to me unless you're Al Sharpton.
That's racist.
How is that racist? I said
Al Sharpton.
It ain't got nothing to do with the fact he's black.
But think about this, Jackie. If Al Sharpton was like, "Oh, I voted for Bush twice," and it's your racism and your politics may be getting intermingled.
What?
Why do you not like Al Sharpton?
I just don't like him. I don't like how he dresses. I don't like the way he sounds. I just don't.
That sounds racist.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with race. There's two black people I don't want to talk to, all right? It's Al Sharpton and Dennis Rodman. I don't want to talk to him. Every other black person in the world, I talk to him. Except, Dennis Rodman, Al Sharpton, and that one in Washington fella that shot all the people. That fella. I'll talk to every other black person except those three.
The Washington sniper, the D.C. sniper?
That's who it is, yeah.
But you'll talk to everybody else.
Yes, sir.
RuPaul?
Hell, I reckon.
Now, we watched Drag Race. We turned that on down here in the store one night.
We didn't
RuPaul's
watch
Drag
it that
Race.
long.
But we turned it on for a little bit. And
I didn't know what it was. And I watched it for a little while, and I thought it was kind of funny.
You thought everybody going to be homophobic. Say, get that off. Get them off. Get them off.
Well, I was laughing at it, and then somebody told me what they was trying to do on there, and I
he
can't
had
get
a
behind
good
that.
time. It confused some people. Jackie was a little confused. But we all said when RuPaul, he can wear a suit. He looks good. I'm not saying he needs to wear a suit instead of a dress, but when he comes out in a suit, looks good, sharp, fashionable.
Well,
Like, if I was going to put on a suit, I'd be like, oh, I hope I
I
look as
didn't
good
know.
as RuPaul.
I didn't know it was the same person.
Yeah, but you thought,
I thought brother, sister, or something like that. I didn't know it was the same person. Somebody would tell me.
because that's why you kept saying, I can see the resemblance, but I don't. But no, but we had but it wasn't too bad. Some people got up and left. Some people
I'll
watched.
put it
I
this
think
way.
we opened some minds.
Well, either way, I saw enough of it that I ain't ever got to watch no more of it. I'll say that much right now.
And some minds were closed.
Well, it's just I don't have to watch it. It's okay that it's on, but by God,
You
I
don't
can
have
turn
to
it
watch
off.
it yet, but at some point, Obama's going to decree that you have to watch RuPaul's Drag
I
Race.
wouldn't put it past him.
I think it's in Obamacare.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I think that's what's in the waiting rooms.
Well,
Just 24 hours of RuPaul's Drag Race.
I'm going to stay healthy then till the day I die.
You also thought that on Bewitched, Sabrina's cousin, what was her name? Serena? You thought that was two different actresses.
Well,
But on I Dream of Jeannie, you thought when they did the same shtick, you thought you knew right away that was Barbara Eden.
well,
playing
Barbara
both.
Eden, a beautiful woman. It couldn't
Are
be.
you saying?
It ain't like a good Lord made two Barbara Edens.
Are you saying Bewitched Elizabeth Montgomery ain't hot? I'd take Elizabeth Montgomery over Barbara Eden.
Well, I guess that's your preference. To
I
me,
mean,
it just
I-
looked like two little mousy women.
Oh man, I'd like. What if you get an Elizabeth Montgomery, Barbara Eden sandwich going?
All right.
And both using their spells
I
to get
don't
you
want
off.
to hear it. I thought Liz Montgomery looked plain to me. That's all. I mean, that's the reason she was just a witch. They had to give her something to do on there. But Barbara Eden always had her belly button showing and dressed in flattering outfits and this and that. She had powers too, but, she's pretty doing them.
Using their spells right on you. Right on you. Twitching that nose at you.
All right, I don't care nothing about. I just never did care for Elizabeth Montgomery. Just not my preference.
Speaking of sex,
What?
that's always a good segue. Anthony Weiner, Jackie.
Oh, Lord.
Anthony Weiner.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to talk about it. Just another damn reason not to get on the damn computer.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I ain't ever going to have no machine where I hit a button and there's somebody's thing. Why would you want that in your house?
It doesn't just you hit a button and it accidentally penis.
Well, it's what it sounds like it is to me. I wouldn't
You
have
usually
one.
have to do some digging for that penis.
Oh, hell.
Remember when it's happened the first time? That was funny. It's
I
time.
don't think that sort of stuff's funny. Everybody else laugh, make joke about that. Something wrong with you. You got to show everybody your thing. Something ain't right in your head.
That's what, Jackie, you don't even know what it's like.
I guess I don't, and I don't want to know what it's like to show my thing to nobody. Ain't nobody's business to see my thing.
Well, in 2013, if you're in the dating scene, as I am, you can't just be like, hey, you want to meet for a coffee or a drink or go out to dinner? You got to say, here's my thing. Show me
hell.
up in you.
Well, I
Let
want
me
to
see
have no
what's up
kind
in
to do
you.
with that. That's what I don't want no computer near me.
That's just what you got to do. I mean, it is their right. If they're going to get, you're going to throw it up in them, they want to look at it.
I ain't gonna listen to that.
But sometimes they don't want to look at it. You just don't know. It's confusing. Oh, man, love American style.
Hell.
Anthony Weiner just...
I don't want to hear his name.
It's his name.
Something wrong with him.
Sick. Needs help.
He said it himself.
And now he's running for mayor of New
I
York
said,
City.
I'll get help after I become mayor. I reckon's what he's saying.
Get all them...
But you know that ain't the case. He gonna be mayor. He show his thing to everybody in New York City.
When you're mayor, you can just put up like posters. Just plaster the city with posters of it.
Hell.
Everywhere you go, you can have it.
I guess they're used to that in New York already.
Times Square, there it is. Welcome to New York City. Bow down. They can do it in lights on the Empire State Building like at Christmas.
I don't want to.
He runs the city. He can put his dick wherever he wants to.
All right. So want to show your thing to people on the computer. What the hell's wrong with you?
Maybe he's just a modern man.
Hell, there ain't no if that's what modern is, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Thank God I'm old.
Is it the showing his thing, or is it the cheating on his wife?
I don't know what it is. People always fall back to, I remember, cheat on the wife, and they should be ashamed. That's enough right there to be ashamed. You ought not do that. But on top of it, showing your thing on the computer.
It does make it. It does cheapen the whole cheating on your wife thing a little bit. It makes it seedier somehow.
It used to be I meet you in a hotel room. Now it's just, nah, here, look at my thing.
Well, you know, everything gets faster. It's bustling modern life.
It makes me sick to my damn stomach.
In New York City, you know how fast things go up there. You ain't got time for it.
I don't want to have nothing to do with New York. New York City, if that's what you like and that's what you deserve. Everybody in New York City just take pictures of your thing, show each other. That's fine with me.
I think
the whole damn world's going to be here soon.
Yep.
Just everybody look at each other's thing.
That's where we're headed.
On a computer. Don't get no computer near me.
Tell you, I don't like the computer. I don't like modern times because back when he did this the first time, we was on YouTube, and YouTube was like that was the fastest way to respond to stuff. Anthony Weiner showed his dick.
Hey.
So you get out the video camera, you make a little YouTube video, you make a lot of fun of his name and his dick and showing his dick and dick pics.
All right enough.
But this time, by the time I found out Anthony Weiner had shown his dick again, you get on Twitter, there's like 1 million Anthony Weiner dick jokes.
All right.
I ain't got time to sit around all day waiting for Anthony Weiner to show his dick so I can be the first one on Twitter to make a joke, because there ain't no Anthony Weiner dick jokes left to make by the time people find out the news. It's all over the place. It's done. That topic is over. By the time I found out he showed his dick, it was over. Now, granted, we do have this one bit we can do. We can come on here and I can say, Anthony Weiner showed his dick, and Jackie will go like, hey, stop saying that. You can't do that on Twitter.
I don't want to hear it.
I hate Twitter.
I ain't going to touch Twitter. None of that. If it's on a computer, you running the risk of seeing a thing.
Or not being fast enough to make a joke about the thing.
All right, either or. I don't care. I don't want to have nothing to do with computer. There's children on computer. Why in the world would any school have a computer in it?
Well, you got to learn about penguins. They going to set it up. Everybody
have a penguin on there. It's just his thing.
Well, there's things and penguins.
Watch TV. Watch a penguin movie. It's something else. I would get every damn computer. Obama wanting to make education first, put computers in every school. Why? So we can all look at somebody's thing. Ain't no way to bring up a child. Get them out.
It's just the way the world is, Jackie.
Well,
you know, used to, back in the days of peasants and serfs, people just walked around in like sackcloth with the things just up in there, diseased, covered in plague. And, you know, a wind come up out in the field, you see somebody's, like, bloody asshole or dripping thing.
Right, I don't.
And that's how kids used to grow up.
Hell.
At least now, you can
Back in when
play
I was
Candy
growing up,
Crush and look at a thing.
in my day, called it a flasher. Be a man in a coat, see a woman somewhere, and open the coat up, show her his thing.
Nope, that's rape culture.
Well, what a flasher is what they used to call it.
Well, that's sexual assault.
But
Show it.
nowadays, you just show it to one woman with the thing. You show your thing to one now on a computer. You show your thing to every 300,000 women, however many women on the computer. They ought to know better. If you're a woman, get off a computer.
But then it's just big dudes showing their thing. Hey, dudes gonna show their things.
Ow.
It doesn't matter if women's on there or not. It doesn't have to be a sex. Dudes want to show their penises
All
off.
right.
It's flashers, it's peasants, it's Twitter. It doesn't matter. Dudes gonna show somebody their dick.
Enough.
And you think about it, dicks are. How does that even work? Look how
All
wonderful
right,
the world
I don't
is.
want to sit there and talk about things. Enough of it.
I want to remind y'all too, if you just start listening halfway and you just listen to us talk about Anthony Weiner's dick.
Aye.
Coming up though, there's going to be something very important pertaining to the times we live in. That's Jackie's going to talk to black people.
Well, yeah, now that's more important than somebody's thing right
I
there.
feel like we
I'm
may
trying
have-
to reach out.
Derailed any progress we had made. I just want to remind folks.
Well, you said to sit there. I wanted to
stick
talk to.
with it. Hang on, hunker down. We're going to get to the part where Jackie talks to black people.
You had to sit here and talk about things.
Well, it's the
Carry
news.
along.
It's in the news.
I don't want to know if.
Macy's Day Parade, when Anthony Weiner's mayor, he'll just have big plumes in his dick.
All right.
It's got to be his dream. The media center of the world, huge city, culturally important. He will run it with an iron fist. Bloomberg has set the stage for Weiner to come in and just ram in his dick
Hey.
and just broadcast it throughout the world.
All right. I ain't never had nothing to do with New York, and I sure as hell ain't gonna have nothing to do with it from now on out. If that's what they want, let them have it. But keep his thing away from me. And that's the reason I ain't gonna. I don't even want to look at funny cat videos, anything on anymore. You run the risk of a thing popping up anywhere on the computer.
Well, you could be in Walmart and somebody take your dick out.
Hey!
So don't go to Walmart, I guess, by your estimation. You could be in the McDonald's drive-thru. You pull up.
How many people are showing a thing in Walmart compared to how many people are showing their thing on the computer? Right now, you tell me.
Probably about 60-40.
60-40?
Have you been to Walmart lately?
All right, enough.
You go in the bathroom, you never know what's going to happen. You never.
Well, you got to take
Are
your
you
thing
talking
out
about the
in
old
the bathroom.
Walmart
in
or
the
the new Walmart?
You got to take your thing out in the bathroom, but that's private. That's the reason you go in the bathroom to do it. The bathroom don't count. You got to go to the bathroom. You got to take your thing out. That don't count.
Right, but what if you sneak a peek over the divider?
All right.
I'm just saying, Dick's.
Enough. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I'm just saying,
I
Dick's.
wore out. I got to save a
just saying,
little
Dick's.
energy left here to talk to black people.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's drop the Dicks. Drop Anthony Weiner. Drop New York. We didn't even, Carlos Danger. You don't even want to talk about that?
I don't.
All right. I think we wrung all we can out of this dick stuff.
All right, enough.
Just to get back on the topic of race and this conversation we're having in this country today. Zimmerman was back in the news. What'd he do? He saved some people in a car.
Well, they said what happened was he was going home or something. Does he live?
What is he doing out?
Does he live by where he shot that boy? That's his neighborhood, right?
I hope not.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know anymore. Why would it be?
What was he doing out? Where was he going that was so important that he had to get out? Where was he? The post office? What, did he need orange juice? Why would he
don't
go
know.
anywhere?
Well, anyway, somebody, it was near where he shot that boy. Somebody was driving had a wreck, and he pulled them out of the car, is what they said.
And they were going to have a press conference.
Well, that happened later. First, it come out that he saved somebody or pulled them out of the car. I don't know. Nobody knows
What was he doing?
Nobody knows what the circumstances is. So I don't know why he was there, why they had a wreck, anything anyway. So he did that, and these people said that he saved people, whatever it was. And then they were supposed to have
A press conference.
well, at his life, the people were going to go on TV and thank him publicly.
And they pulled out.
Well, they just figured that probably wasn't necessary.
Yeah, you thank somebody privately, you don't have to thank them publicly.
Some people you do it however you want to do, but I don't think you
Don't make a big
every
show
time I
out of
thank
it.
somebody, I don't want to be on TV.
I'd have a show like Jackie Gets Thanked every week. It'd get boring.
Yeah,
It wouldn't last a season.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
How many people are there that even thank you?
I don't know.
Towards the end of the
I'll
episode
tell you,
21.
it'd be a nice break for a little while between what we got on TV already. Maybe
Yeah.
that'd be at least positive.
But by the end of the first season, you would be just really having to dig for people to thank you.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I can't see it lasting more than 3 or 4 seasons.
It'd be a nice special.
A special. It'd be a good special.
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't want to go.
Back in the day, they used to have specials on TV. I don't know if I do it
Bob
anymore.
Hope special.
Bob Hope, come on, give a special. Everybody had a special back in. Captain and Tennille had a special.
Christmas specials.
Christmas specials, yeah. Johnny Mathis, come on, sing beautiful Christmas. He had Christmas specials.
But it's too bad Bob Hope is not still doing specials. I'd love to hear his take on the Zimmerman trial.
Oh, he'd have something to say. He always has something smart, funny to say. Well, that's the reason things ain't as funny as they used to be. People like him they're all dead and gone.
They are all dead and gone.
It'd be
That's
nice
true.
I'd love to hear what old
Bob Hope had to say about Trayvon Martin.
what's going on in the world. Yeah, I mean, it'd be funny, but still may make you think a little bit. I don't know. I ain't smart and funny like Bob Hope, Lord knows.
But you still going to talk to black people. in
Well,
a
yeah,
segment-
but I ain't trying to be funny.
in a segment coming up called Jackie Talks to Black People.
I'll be doing that. I did.
Getting close.
Well, when it's time, you'll know.
It's going to be brave. It's going to be straight shooting. It's going to set the stage maybe for a deeper conversation. Honest, brave, ripping off a Band-Aid.
I don't know about all
Explosive.
that. Those are words you putting in there. I don't know what. I'm just saying I'm on.
Jackie Talks to
With
Black
all
People.
that's going on in the world and everybody else talking to black people, I figure I got something to say too.
This is
and
his shot.
If they want to listen, if y'all want to listen, just please listen. If not, I can't force you. Nobody to.
So that's coming up. Jackie Talks to Black People. So
Oh, yeah.
Zimmerman, these people would not go on TV and thank him.
Well, nobody. I can't say I blame them.
It's going to get so bad. He could keep coming up on people in wrecks.
But it got far enough. It's what I don't understand. It got far enough where they had talked to these people. It was set up and ready to go. Press conference. At what point did they decide? Let's better not do this.
Maybe they talked to somebody. Maybe the concussion went away.
See, we don't know how bad they were hurt. Yeah.
The painkillers.
And if
wore
they
off.
legitimately saved your life, you'd probably say, well, sure, anything. That's what you say after somebody saves your life. What's the first thing you say to them? You save my
Thanks.
life, whatever. Yeah, well, thanks, but I mean,
Thank you very much.
what can I do for you? And I'm sure George Zimmerman say, well, you could do this.
Can you come do a press conference for me?
Yeah.
And just tell people, I saved your life and stuff.
And if he legitimately did that, it'd be hard to turn that down because you just saved your life.
Standing there in a puddle of gasoline, it's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But then sometime around them putting the lights up or getting ready to go, the census came to them and said maybe it's not a bad.
Maybe we ought to think about
Well,
this
I
later.
think they set the precedent. In the future, anybody be going to be thinking about that situation because if they come out to help you,
You just turn it down.
You maybe turn it down, yeah.
Even if you're in a car on fire.
Well, you'd be more likely to have a press conference after you was hurt and he didn't help you. You'd be sitting there in a wheelchair saying, well, yeah, I'm crippled up. He didn't, are you hurt too bad? Well, I'll never be able to walk again for the rest of my life. And someone say, well, didn't George Zimmerman come over and try to help you? Say, well, yeah, but we'd just, shoot him away.
I probably wouldn't. If I were George Zimmerman, I honestly would just give up.
Well, what do you mean give up?
Trying to help people.
Well, every time.
Of course, he'd get in trouble for that, too. George Zimmerman just walked away.
Whatever he does from here on out for the rest of his life, there ain't no positive way to look at it.
That's why I don't understand what, it hadn't been that long since the trial, right? A couple weeks since a verdict come in. Where did he have to go? That was so important. I'd be hunkered down somewhere. Probably till 2017.
Well,
I'd be like, just go to Redbox, pick me up a couple of whatever looks good.
He'd send you to a restaurant somewhere before he go to Redbox.
Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Go to Red Lobster and then Redbox. Give
Yeah.
me some of them cheese biscuits and Fast and Furious 6.
He just go eat himself. He get bigger. At that whole trial, he got bigger and bigger. Lord knows. How the hell did he bend down and pull someone else out of a car? How's he physically able to do that?
Maybe he's getting back in shape.
Well, he could be, but it ain't, like you said, it ain't been that long. He couldn't have dropped it all that fast.
Maybe he was just encouraged. We don't know the facts. We don't know
Well,
the
they
facts.
didn't have a press conference, so I guess we never will.
Until he goes on Hannity.
Well, yeah.
Or gets his own show on Fox.
Well, either one of those, yeah.
Zimmerman Hour.
He'll need things to talk about, and I don't see why he wouldn't talk about,
The time he pulled people out
out
of
of cars, yeah. That's probably not what people are particularly interested in hearing him talk about.
No, that's not what I'd start off with.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
It is, I'll tell you what.
But here's somebody
Well,
who, through his bravery and his willingness to tackle awkward and unpopular subjects,
well,
is going to begin the healing of this nation. Jackie, are you ready to talk to black people?
well, I'm ready. If black people are ready to listen,
Black people, are you ready to listen to Jackie?
I'm ready to talk.
He's got some things he'd like to say.
You don't have to listen,
Nope.
but you're welcome to. I'd appreciate it if you did. And like I said, white people listening, if you know black people,
Call them into the room.
well, yeah, if they're there right now,
Turn up if you
I don't
listen
know
to
if we
this.
got black people over at the house right there this minute.
If you do, that's perfect.
Sure,
I hope that's what happened. That's just easy. Call them in.
get in here.
Maybe if you listen to this in your car, roll
Turn
down
it-
the
if
windows,
you-
go through a black neighborhood,
Turn it up.
blast it. Just circle a block.
That's a good idea right there. I didn't think about that. Yeah, do that. This is a podcast, so you can just play it over,
Podcast.
over and over again. Put it on loop.
Yeah, loop it and loop a block. Just when you think it's gotten through to them, maybe one more loop, just to make sure.
I just want to get my mess out there. I'm ready to talk to black people, and I hope we can start something here. And if you like what I got to say, I'll be back next week, and I'll talk to you again. I'll keep on talking to black people.
So this is it, folks. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This whole podcast.
Right
Jackie
now.
talks to black people.
We're gonna
do it right now.
All right, I'm
Look,
ready.
I got the card right here.
All right.
Weiner, O'Reilly, Lemon, Allen, talking to black people, Zimmerman. We talked about everything else. It's time, Jackie, to talk to black people. Are you ready?
All right, then.
I hope everybody's ready, because here it comes. Jackie Talks to Black People.
Yes, sir.
Jackie talks to black people.
Hey, black people. It's Jackie Bros. Hope y'all doing all right today. Hope the weather's not too hot on you wherever you at. Yeah, summertime it gets awful warm out there. Well, if it gets bad, get inside, get with the air conditioning. That's what I always do. Yeah. Well, hope y'all had a good lunch. I had a good one today. I had an old tomato sandwich. About getting time to wonder what I'm going to have supper. I guess everybody out there, what we're going to eat this evening. Hope it's something good. Hope it wets your whistle. A good appetite, yeah. Well, I won't keep you. Hope everybody doing okay. Thank you kindly. Bye, black people.
Jackie talks to black people.
That's it?
Huh?
That's how you talk to black people?
Well, yeah.
Just like they normal people?
What the hell am I supposed to say? Yeah, you just have conversation like anybody else. How am I supposed to talk to black
Have
people?
you not learned anything from these horrible racial crisis this country's been having? Have you learn how to, where was the scolding?
What?
Where was, you didn't tell them nothing
Hey,
about pulling their pants up.
You don't go outside and talk to anybody, scold nobody. Just trying to talk to somebody like a damn human being.
Lecture them, and people be like, yeah, you tell them, Jackie, where was that?
What the hell you say it for? I just try to talk to them like I would anybody else.
I'm trying to get these podcast numbers up. I thought you was really going to let them have it.
Oh, hell.
You're a race hustler.
What? How the hell am I? What the hell do you mean I'm a race hustler?
Hustled me out of some podcast hits.
Oh, hell.